well, looking at those quarter 3 results, not looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, good afternoon. I think, not really, but it really does sum up the tough conditions that the hotel industry in Mauritius are actually operating under, as you kind of hinted in the run-in. The traditional market of Europe has really been the destination for the high luxury resorts, and obviously the last 2 years that's been completely taken away. So it's going to take hotels time to adjust to new markets. Obviously Asia and mainland Africa are the ones, but certainly at the moment, high indebtedness, low volume and price competition are hurting the entire sector.
Indeed, like you say, the tourism industry needs to look at other markets. So your thoughts on the overall outlook for the sector in 2013? We are pretty much finished with 2012.
Yeah, we're finished with 2012. I think, traditionally, again, Europe, as I mentioned, the hotels are going to have to change, and they are changing. There's more direct flights now from Mauritius to mainland China, an obvious market, certainly Asia, and mainland Africa. And another thing that hasn't really helped the hotel industry is the strength of the rupee over the past year, certainly against the euro. It's traded as high as 36 to the euro. We're now around 40. Really, if we can get a weakening of the rupee down to around 42, maybe 43 in the next 12 months, that will certainly help the hotel sector, maybe attract more visitors to Europe. But in that kind of respect, we're still going to be drawn into what actually goes on in mainland Europe. If you see the problems in Greece exacerbating an actual drop in the value of the euro against the dollar, then potentially the rupee is going to strengthen, and that's not going to be good for the hotel sector.
Indeed, not good for the hotel sector. Looking at Sun Resorts, so for the first, 3 quarters of 2012, not looking pretty good. Could we perhaps see somewhat of a bit of a turnaround in the last quarter of the year?
Well, potentially. I think it's certainly over here in Mauritius, a lot of the hotel groups now, it is a luxury destination, but they're always also realising there is a market just below luxury, what you would call a traditional 4-star model. And they even highlight there, they've refurbished their one resort specifically aimed at the 4-star market, and some of the hotel groups over here are seeing fairly good traction in that kind of market. And I think there could be somewhere where they could certainly see an increase in the last quarter. And traditionally in Mauritius, obviously, it is the high season. The last quarter is normally the strongest with very, very high occupancy rates. So I would expect to see that in the next release of figures.